rooting for any team in particular, but to see the special teams set up their team in such a big way, you just know that helps the interaction between all phases of a football team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake. Wentz. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wentz. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis, 51 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they take the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 36 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Gibson.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Keyshawn Johnson.
27 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Wentz will try again on second down.
Open man is Waddle, complete. Finding room at midfield.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this is secured by the Patriots. A very interesting call, and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Wentz on third down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Wentz.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign. And Sanders now to return. Shifts by him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
and sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat.
And